Hey guys, welcome back to the annual One Chunk update video. Um, it has been a long time. I have not been playing the account very actively, but I watched one too many One Chunk videos on YouTube again and got inspired to play again, and so wanted to come back with another progress video. Um, I'm gonna keep trying to play the account every so often when time permits, but I want to keep it casual and not something that I'm doing constantly, so we'll just have to see where the series takes us. I at least want to do a couple more episodes. But yeah, it's been a long time. I even had this clip saved in my episode 4 project. I took about a 2-month break from the account, but started playing again about a month ago. But glad to be back. There are going to be some clips from May 2023, from December 2023 when I played again a little bit, and from the last couple of weeks. So I hope you guys enjoy. And yeah, let's start with a quick recap of what happened in the series thus far, because it has been a hot minute. So for Barbarian Assault, I got level 5 Healer, Collector, and Defender. I farmed a bunch of Penance Queens to get attacker points, and I managed to kill the Penance King as well. I did this with a Penance Trident, which requires 70 magic, and so in order to get 70 magic, I started by spamming spells on Penance Fighters in the Barbarian Assault arena, followed by spamming the Telegrab spell on some logs, which was massive magic XP. And then, aside from some skilling grinds with woodcutting and cooking, I started using the sapphire rings that I had received from Bird's Nests woodcutting and enchanting them into Rings of Recoil with the cosmic runes I had achieved from my 75 fire making grind to make Rings of Recoil that I could then use to train attack. The reason being that I had no wearable weapon to attack the barbarian with melee, and so I had no way of getting attack or strength XP, which I needed for a fighter torso. And so I realized that by punching the barbarian until I hit a 1, and then letting him attack me with the Ring of Recoil until he died, I could gain some attack XP until I could hopefully get level 10 attack for that Iron Hatchet that he drops, which would be my best in slot melee weapon. Now that you guys are all caught up, let's get into the episode. And so real quick, at the end of last episode, this is where we left off with the chunk tasks. We still need to get 92 fletching, 80 cooking, 80 hit points, some combat levels to equip all of the penance equipment and the granite plate body, as well as finish off all level 5 barbarian assault rolls. Starting off this episode, I ended up getting level 40 fletching, and then really what I was doing was just woodcutting a bunch, trying to get as many bird's nests as possible, and hoping that I would get those sapphire rings. I needed about 8 of them in order to get from level 1 to 10 attack, and since I was already level 5 at the time, I needed about 4 more. So this is me getting another sapphire ring, and then I went ahead and got level 35 HP here, missed the level, but... And here is level 45 defense. Okay, interesting drop here. We got a Rune Javelin drop, which is definitely on the rare drop table. It would be interesting to see how this could come in handy later. It's definitely our only ranged weapon that we could possibly get in the chunk, but it needs, what, like 50 or 60 range to wear, and there's no way for me to train my range up to that level. So effectively it's useless, but quite an interesting drop to see. Alright, got another Rings Nest. Let's search it and see what we get. Nice, Sapphire Ring. Alright, and here is a clip of me getting my last Sapphire Ring that I need to train attack. So now I can just use the cosmic runes I've gotten from bonfires to enchant all of those into Ring of Recoils, and recoil that barbarian until I am level 10 attack. Here is level 7 attack. Here's level 8 attack. Level 9 attack.
Alright, and the moment of truth. Level 10 attack. We can now wield an iron hatchet. So let's go grab that from the bank. This is our best and only melee weapon in the chunk for a very, very long time, possibly ever. The only other weapon I could possibly get is, I believe, a dragon two-hander from the rare drop table, but I am not holding my breath for that. So now we get to the juicy melee training. We've got level 5 strength coming in. And flash forward a bit, we got level 25 strength already. Alright, I ended up getting level 15 attack because I was splashing quite a bit on the barbarians and it was just annoying to train strength with such a high splash rate. I'm still about like 30-33% accuracy with level 15 attack and an iron hatchet, but it'll have to do for now. And here's level 30 strength. Alright, I did some barbarian assault. Some more barbarian assault. You can only store one queen kill at a time, so I have to buy a hat or weapon in between every queen that I do in order to actually buy those properly. So here's me getting the pennant skirt. I can't really wear this because I don't have 40 range, but still want to have the collection. Here is me buying the runner hat. Again, need a range requirement for it, but good to have. And here's me buying the ranger hat. Same story as the previous two. So I decided to buy some hardened armor patches and harden all of my penance equipment. This essentially upgrades it slightly and is needed for the POH as part of completionist or trim completionist or what have you. So I decided I would spend that few points it costs to harden everything. My goal for the chunk is to have all hardened penance armor pieces, regardless if I can wear them or not. And here's me buying the fighter hat. I did not record myself hardening it, but I do harden it later. Alright, back to some more skilling. Here is level 60 fletching. And here's level 80 woodcutting, my first level 80 skill. Insane that I got it just from Willows. Alright, level 65 fletching. Oh my god, my recording was off, of course, because nothing special was happening, but I looked back at my screen and I literally just got the woodcutting pet. It's wild at level 80 woodcutting. That is crazy. I wish I had saved that sort of luck for BA Gamble so I could get the Dragon Chain Body, but you know what? I am not complaining. I did not expect to ever get a pet on this account. Alright, I didn't capture the recording, but I did manage to panic and get a screenshot, so here's level 70 fletching. And taking a break from my fletching grind for the moment, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the in-depths of what I need to do for fletching and cooking and all the skilling grinds towards the end of this video. But for now I decided to move on to cooking. So here is level 65 cooking. And here is level 70 cooking. Alright. Here is level 50 defense. Nice little level right there. Can now wear rune armor if it was possible for me to get it. And many more barbarians killed later. Here is 55 defense. One other thing with this level is that I now have the defense level to wear the granite body, which is my best in slot armor piece. I can get it from the reward shop from BA, but I also need 55 strength and I need 95 KGP. So I'm going to mark this task as yellow for now, because I partially meet the requirements. I will be getting some more GP from killing the barbarians, and hopefully when I start training melee, I'll be getting that 55 strength. Alright, another juicy level here. I switched to Legacy Combat because I feel like I splash less. Unfortunately I don't get to heal up as much with Rejuvenate, but so far I'm liking this. Here's 40 strength.
Alright, some more BA gambles and some more dragon bones being buried. Here comes 43 prayer, which is a great level because now I can use all of the overhead prayers. I know that doesn't count Necro, but when am I going to encounter a monster that's attacking me with Necro? And here's 45 prayer. Probably going to stop burying these dragon bones for the time being. It feels like a bit of a waste without the prayer goal. So one interesting thing, so there's a graphical update recently. The barbarian used to wander in this little alley back here. It's like one tile long, but they patched it up with some rocks, which is kind of cool because now I don't have to chase him as far and I might not wonder where he wandered off to. And here's some more gambles. I wanted to include this clip because I gambled probably around 2,000 points here, I think. And I received absolutely 0 magic logs, which is just terrible RNG. But hopefully it'll be better in the future. Alright, and I missed the level, but here is 60 defense. So if I ever do get that D-chain, then I will be able to wear it. Very cool. And here's 70 fishing. Not a level I necessarily need, but cool to have another level 70. Alright, and here are some more gambles. I don't know if I've talked about this before, but you see me clicking back and forth between some interfaces. This is actually something that was discovered in 2019 or so. I forget the exact name of the person who discovered it, something with magician, but essentially it like skips through some of the dialogues and lets you gamble faster without having the space bar through all 10 items. So the faster you spam it, the more it kind of skips through those items and you can essentially just gamble faster. As for my gambles here, you know, got some magic logs, so that is always good. But other than that, nothing really of note. Alright, I have been doing more Penance Kings because it's the easiest way I can get attacker points. I have just been sort of duo attacking and letting the other person carry me a little bit with insight. But it's enough to get the job done. And so this is my last king. And here is level 5 attacker. That is all of the BA rolls, level 5. And of course, you know what that means, BA is completed. So here is me getting the Penance Slayer title. Alright, so you guys might have noticed that a chunk task disappeared off my little notes interface, and that's the 55 crafting to cut a dragonstone. Let's talk a little bit about why I decided to remove crafting as a chunk task. So originally I thought that just by getting 80 hit points on the barbarian, I would get my 55 crafting supplies for free. And that's because the barbarian will occasionally roll the rare drop table, which has some crafting supplies on it. But I didn't really do my math correctly, and when I went back and looked at it, there is soft clay and molten glass on the rare drop table, but those are both drops that are 1 in 262,000. And I think I would only need to kill roughly around 100,000 of the barbarian. So chances are I'm not going to see either of these two drops. Also, my threshold for the series is generally around 1 in 16 or 15k. And so if anything's more rare than that, I am considering it not necessary for me to complete, just because it's too ludicrous. So those two are out of the window. Not to mention, I might have to get those things several times to get from 1 to level 43 for uncut diamonds. Now let's talk about the other source of crafting XP in the chunk, and that's gems that I can get from fire spirits. So these are the gems that I would need and how many of each to roughly go from level 1 to 43 crafting. From there I could use the uncut diamonds from gambles. And that means I would need about 700 of the gems that are common from fire spirits, the first 3, and then about 1100 of the gems that are uncommon from fire spirits, the second 3. And so let's say that common is about 1 in 8 and uncommon is about 1 in 32, then the expected number of fire spirits I need is about 40,000. That's pretty crazy, right? But how bad is 40,000 fire spirits? I found a Reddit thread of someone that got 831 fire spirits, and they got that many fire spirits from 17,000 magic logs, which was 6.4 mil fire making XP. I'd need about 50 times this, which is about 850,000 magic logs or 320 million fire making XP. That would quite literally take me at least a year or two, so I'm ruling that out as a viable crafting training method. And without any viable crafting training method, I decided to axe it as a chunk task. So until I get a viable crafting training method, I'm going to have 55 crafting for those uncut dragonstones on the backlog. Hope that all makes sense, and I hope you guys can understand that. Alright, and here is level 50 strength. I can finally wear the fighter torso. That is almost the last strength level I need. 55 for the granite body is pretty much the last, but we can color this trunk task complete. Oh, I don't have a torso. Let me go get that real quick. Alright, and after a bit of BA, here is me buying the fighter torso. And we're gonna harden it. And let's put on this bad boy. Ugh, it honestly looks trash in low minimum detail, and I'm not gonna increase my graphic settings, but it feels really good to have all of the hardened penance armor pieces and all rolls to level 5. BA is officially complete. I'm still going to have to do more BA for my fletching grind, but I'll talk more about that in another video. But as far as the BA specific tasks, we are completely done. So that is a really good feeling. Also, what a Chad. Look at that. The fighter helm, the fighter torso. My strength training from 50 to 55 is just going to be that much nicer with these upgrades. Alright, let's talk a little bit about what is left on the chunk. So in this video, we managed to finish off 50 strength for the fighter torso. We managed to finish off level 5 attack and penance slayer. And we got some really good defense and combat levels as well. As far as skilling grinds, we have 2 main skilling grinds left. One is the fletching grind, which I will talk more about in a future video, but essentially it'll be willow logs to level 80 and then magic logs to level 92 for the magic stock. We have a cooking grind to level 80 to cook the raw shark from BA Gambles, and that is going to be shrimp the whole way. And then last but not least, we have a monstrous HP grind. I need 80 HP to eat the shark for full healing. This is an RS3 thing. And getting 80 HP off of just the barbarian is going to be kind of torturous. I'm going to go more in depth on these grinds and provide some math in future videos, but for now I'm going to be focusing on getting that 55 strength for the granite body, getting 95 KGP so I can buy it, and then probably the shark grind and cooking is going to be the easiest one after that. So expect to see some of that next time, and thank you guys so much for watching.